Hey guys, John Engel here. Well, I've been procrastinating long enough, and today we're going to get started on the Prowler detailing project, and no better place to start than right here under the hood. So to get started, the first thing I wanted to do was try to get everything together that I needed. I've got an air compressor over here, I've got a shop vac to my right, but these are the main tools that I'm going to be using. The air compressor, I have the air nozzle so that I can just blow things off. I've got lots of microfiber towels, and they're brand new, they're clean, so that I can go through those. I've got all different types of scrub brushes and pipe cleaners so that I can get into nooks and crannies and places that are really hard to get. I have brushes, and I have stiff brushes and some weird looking paintbrush type thing, and I'm actually going to try this as an applicator to apply the back to black at the very end. This bottle is full of soapy water. It's got Dawn dish detergent mixed with water in it, and that is it. That way everything is safe underneath the hood. The one thing that you do worry about that we used to not worry about is when we apply products and chemicals underneath the hood, we don't want to actually dry out or deteriorate the rubber and the plastics quicker than they normally would, and that will keep all of our electronics working a lot longer and safer. So let's get under the hood and see what we've got to do under there. Now that we're under the hood, the first thing I'm going to start with is what I consider a dry cleaning, and I'm not going to put any soapy water or spray it with a hose or anything. I'm just going to take a brush and I'm just going to start dusting everything, and this is to loosen up any dirt that might be stuck on. And as soon as I get done with this, I will take the air compressor and blow it all off. And this is just going to remove that initial section of dust and dirt and try to get everything remotely clean. And then we will go into with a wet wash and start spraying it down and actually thoroughly cleaning it. But this will get the big stuff out of the way so that it's not taking up all of our microfiber towels and all of our time, and it just makes it a lot quicker and easier. Okay, so I think that I'm done kind of wiping everything off, and you don't have to be perfect because we're going to go over it multiple times. But the next step is actually to blow things off, and that's one of the most fun things. I'm going to get my air, and now I just go over everything. Alright, the really nice thing about using the air compressor is that it'll let you get into spots that are more difficult if you're trying to get either a brush or a cloth in there, so it blows those out pretty nicely. Alright, now that we've dry brushed everything, we have air blown it, I think it's time that we actually start doing some cleaning. We now have removed that top layer of dirt, but it's still dirty. We actually need something that will go in there and kind of be a degreaser for us. And that's why we've mixed up a solution of Dawn dish detergent and water. And that will do a good job of breaking down the dirt while keeping all of our rubbers and plastics in good shape. So the next thing that I do is I spray everything liberally, and I use brushes and microfiber cloths and this weird pipe cleaning looking thing and this rubber brush, and I'm sure there's more stuff that we'll be using, but let's get to it. Also, one of the things that you need to make sure that you do before you put water on an engine is disconnect the battery. So I've already done that. You need to make sure that you do that. While we're working on the actual engine itself, you'll notice that I don't apply as much of the water and soap solution, and I do that because there are electronics on here and I don't want to mess with them. Now, we did unplug the battery, so we are sure that there's no electricity running through it, but I still don't want to risk any chance of getting anything damaged. I still use my paintbrush and just kind of agitate everything in to get it clean, and then we'll go back through with the microfiber towel and dry everything off and get it to where it's clean. Okay, so we started with just agitating all the dirt, and then we blew off all of the top level. Then we used our detergent, which is a mixture of Dawn dish soap and water, sprayed it liberally over the car except where there are electronics, and then actually agitated it in, wiped it off so that we have a clean surface. We do have to wait for this to dry before we can go to the next step, which is the most fun part, where we put on the shine and the protectant. And that will make this look like a brand new engine again. So let's go ahead and let this dry, and the next time we talk, we'll be putting on the shine. Okay, while the engine has been drying, I took a trip to Advanced Auto Parts. I was originally going to use the Mother's Back to Black, which is kind of like a paste gel type thing, but there's so many nooks and crannies underneath this hood that I really got a little lazy and didn't really want to sit there and try to get it into it. So I bought the aerosol version of it. While I was there, I was thinking about all the painted parts and metal parts underneath the hood. Now you can't use these for those applications, so I bought a quick wax and we'll spray it on there and it'll protect it and give it a shine and make everything look good. I think we have everything needed to make under the hood look beautiful. Let's get to it. Okay, first step, everything that is plastic and black gets sprayed with the Back to Black Mother's Aerosol Spray. So I've sprayed everything that was plastic underneath the hood and it looks amazing. I'm super happy with the results. The next thing I'm going to do is just quickly use the spray on wax for this metal part and all of the painted body lines right along the hood edge. And I think that we should be able to call this a wrap. There are a few things that I will do later on. I'm probably not going to do those today, but right here on the radiator and right here, you can see where the paint has kind of flaked off. And what I'm going to do is buy a black touch-up pen and it's paint, and then just draw on there black and it'll make it look a little better. It won't be perfect, but it'll be a whole lot better than it is now. Well, that pretty much does it. I think that makes a huge difference. So much better when you pop the hood and it actually shines underneath. The Mother's Back to Black is one of my favorite. The spray on wax is an Engel brand, never used it before. On that one so far, but overall it did what I needed it to do. So let's take a look at the before and after. That's a huge difference. You have to admit, it's worth the time and effort to do these little things and to keep the maintenance up on these cars. Hopefully you've liked this one. We've got a lot left to do on it, so make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video. We'll see you on the next one.